So it is Monday night. It's been a while, and I just want to go over the memorialize the wines from the sort of recent wine tasting. Took it up a notch this year as I turned 50, so really turned up the wines that were represented this year. The game was guess the grape, grapes being Petit Verdot, Merlot. This was a blend, so it was Touriga Nacional, Tinta Franca, Carmenere, Malbec, Cab Sauv, Grenache, and Tempranillo. So the wines were Herman Stories on the road, so Grenache from the United States, but a high octane, pretty delicious, nearing 16% alcohol. Grenache, I think this wine's great. How did it do across the board? Maybe I'll talk about that at the end. It didn't do fantastic. Next was Baton from Toro region of Spain, so Tempranillo. Another big, bold, I think delicious wine. I think that was the least expensive of the group. Yes, it was. Then Argentino, a Malbec from Catena, fantastic. So that's $100. Herman Story $75. Baton is $40. Purple Angel, 110, Carmenere out of Chile. This wine did better than expected. I didn't love that wine at first. It had a lot of greenness, but then it blew off a little bit, became a lot better. It's still in this lineup, wasn't my absolute favorite. Crescia, one of my favorite Portuguese reds. This was the Touriga Nacional Tinta Franca blend, and I love this wine, means gold in Greek. Duckhorn, Merlot, but not the standard Duckhorn Merlot. This one is the Three Palms Vineyard, and this was a 2021, $120. So very expensive Merlot. And last and certainly not least, this is the Stag's Leap Wine Cellars SLV Cab Sauv out of Napa. 50 years ago, and in 1976, this was the wine that won the Judgment of Paris for the Reds. Chateau Montelena's Chardonnay won the whites, so that was against the French wines. The tasting that was put together by Steve Spurrier, the late Steve Spurrier, and this one was $200. This wine was delicious. It is still a baby, 21, but God, after a couple hours, you can't. I didn't know this was going to be that good, and it was fantastic. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, the Black Bear Obsidian. I don't have a bottle in front of me right now, but I think I've shown it in a previous video. Petit Verdot, not often done. I really like the Petit Verdot I get out of Obsidian. It's about $50 and has like this milk chocolate thing to it. That wine did fairly well. So which wine did the best? I didn't want the Cab Sauv to win because a lot of people really like Cabernet Sauvignon, but this wine was the best in the lineup. It was my favorite. I would have given it a 5 out of 5 easily. So that one came out number 1. A surprising number 2, I'm actually still shocked, was the Purple Angel, the Carmenere. I thought this had a little bit of green to it. Now, this is the best Carmenere I've ever had, and you pay for it $110. Maybe I didn't have it enough that night, whatever it was, but apparently it did really, really well. It's a 21 as well, so very, very young. Third, and that's probably the surprise, everybody probably thought they were going to like Merlot the least, but I wanted to show everybody that Merlot made well is still awesome, and this wine was delicious and was plummy and was just showing really well even for a 2021. So it sort of memorializes all the wines at the wine tasting. Very successful tasting. The wines were all good. All of them were good. I do not believe there was a dud. Who got the lowest score? That, unfortunately, was the Herman Story on the Road, which I thought would do a little bit better because I believe this has the delicious factor. Maybe it's because it was at the end of the lineup or just has a lot of alcohol. It's a low tannin, light, higher acid, but this is a bolder expression. So if you're not used to that, it's a lot of riper red fruit than some of these, which are darker fruits. So maybe the contrast is what threw people off, and they were preferring. It did also come right after people probably tasted the SLV, so that could have been an issue too. Wonder if the order could have changed it, but you never know. The surprise was that the Petit Verdot did very, very well. One person scored it super low. If they didn't, it would have done much, much, much better. But still did well. And the Malbec did well too. Like I said, there was no real dud here. Having a little rosé tonight. So this is Rock Angel. Just discovered it this year. I love rosé, and I buy the Côte de Roses all the time. Glass top, glass cork, super easy, 15 bucks. This is 30 to 33, so if you want to step up in a rosé, I don't have the bottle right here, but it's Rock Angel, but I think it's by Chateau des Clans. They make a number of other rosés, and I think they even make one of the more expensive ones, but I really enjoy this one. It definitely has a little bit of a aged oak presence, but not as much. Yeah, a little bit more complexity. Still very rosé-like. Great acidity. I like my rosés to be strawberries and cream, typically on the lighter side. I'm drinking rosé to more go crisp in acidity, but also have some creaminess, some fresh red fruits. An overly heavy rosé is really not my style. I don't know if I've had that many of those, but I don't really love them that much. So those are the wines. I could probably recycle some of these now, and next video I'll do a bit of an unboxing of sorts, and who knows what I may or may not open. But that is the wine tasting 2026 memorialized. Have a good night.